If you've ever played a lore-accurate galactic conquest map of Empire at War, you are probably aware that Hutt's space is located in the right side of the galaxy. However, that does not always mean that the Hutts always start in Hutt space. While there are outliers such as Gamor, occasionally you get planets such as Genon. But did you know? If you go to Galactic Conquest, Known Galaxy Small, and choose the starting era of 1, the Hutts will start the GC with the planet Comra, located all the way on the other side of the galaxy. When I started working on a map for the planet, however, I was not aware of the Hutt ties. I simply thought it would be a quick, fun ground map I could knock out in about a week. The Hutt ties were something I discovered later and incorporated into the design. Story-wise, there isn't much to say about Comra. It's first mentioned in Survivor's Quest, then again in Outbound Flight, set 50 years earlier, and finally an offhand mention in Darth Plagueis. Comra is effectively a cameo mention in all 3 books, so I won't get into their plots, but rather just establish what was known about the planet from them. First, Praga and Drixo the Hutts have both established rivaling businesses on the planet many years prior to the Phantom Menace. Second, Comra was one of the closest trade stations to Chiss space still within the known galaxy. Thirdly, Comra had a respectable relay station. Finally, Dean Ginsler looked as if he spent a lot of his life on dry planets. He only spent a couple months on Comra, but this vague illusion is the closest thing we have to describing Comra, beyond a brief mention of the listening station having a very plain interior. So I made it a green desert with red vegetation. I took the height map from Ord Pardron and modified it, but otherwise the map is made from scratch. Featuring a large sensor dish in the background and several Hutt buildings, the map is meant to look like a trade station set up around a series of oases within the desert. All things considered, Comra is not a bastion of defense by any means, and can easily be overrun by the Pentastar alignment starting forces. Nonetheless, it might offer a fun challenge for Hutt players to attempt to conquer Kaine's territory first, though the ground map for Comra will be coming in 0.5. Someday, we might see a Hutt-controlled Comra pop up more in future GCs.